Specs Gonzalez goes after the Chunkz Show. And this is something we've been hoping for. We've dreamt this. Because if you don't know, or if you don't remember, the last video we did on Chunkz was him talking to Specs Gonzalez about the whole KSI drama that he was involved in. Where he acted like a big bitch and a coward and a fake. And now we've got Specs Gonzalez going after Chunkz on the new show, the Deji Show, everybody. Yes, Deji's got this new show. He's taken over the Chunkz Show. He's replaced Chunkz with Deji. And he's going to give the ... show a good rep now. Because Chunkz ruined it. And here is Specs' experience with the Chunkz Show. And we don't know if he's joking or not. He probably is, but I want to say that this is 100% real because of the fact that I've been saying this for the longest amount of time, and yet it became true. Oh. So, here we go. The Chunkz Show, everybody. What Specs had to deal with, his abuse of Chunkz.
You said it yourself. Check your mirrors.
Yeah.
And listen to this, by the way. This new show is awful for the Deji Show. First of all, I've got some cons. It's sponsored by LEEUHM. LEEUHM. Nobody thinks LEEUHM's cool. The designs are, but the shirts, I've been told they are awful quality, and I wouldn't be shocked if so. LEEUHM's fucking shit. They will sponsor anyone who will give him an opportunity. They sponsor Danny Owens, and they'll sponsor whoever they want. I'm pretty sure they sponsored the last Misfits event, and I didn't buy anything from there. It was fucking shit. But look at this. Look at this.
Explain that.
And also, this show, by the way, is made by, where is it? A 14HQ production. A 14HQ production. Yeah. And the decibels are so fucking low where we could barely hear it. So, amazing production here. They don't even know how to do fucking audio with it. So, good on them. So, this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to boost this all the way up to 500%, I bet.
Means always like it's awareness.
Yep. Of course, I fucking knew that. So, this guaranteed is production for the Deji Show. I guarantee there's something up with it. Because I guarantee they went for the cheapest shit quality audio ever. They don't even know how to edit the audio. They're just getting some bum to do it because it's easy. And they just rush the shit. That's what they're doing. Nobody decided to figure out the audio for it. Interesting.
Awareness.
Awareness, you know. So sometimes if you're talking behind someone's back, make sure they're not in the room.
Ah.
Okay.
So this is why after a conversation about Specs talking about talking behind someone's back, basically. Let's hear it.
Awareness, you know. So sometimes if you're talking behind someone's back, make sure they're not in the room.
Yeah, Chunkz.
Okay.
A lot of us
You're not in the room. You're getting told behind your back. And this took 2 months to come out.
do that, you know what I mean?
All right, so
or send like a nude to the wrong girl, for example. That's not checking your mirrors.
All right. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
All right, so check your mirrors right now.
Okay.
Always check your mirrors.
Tell me someone that you've like done a video with that you've hated.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but you don't know.
Uh-oh, there's a bit of an issue. So, Deji has asked a question as a talk show host, the fakest talk show host. He's wearing the same suit that Jake Paul wore 7 years ago to their press conference. He's wearing a full-on cheap period pad suit just to look cool and look, you know, presentable. He wants to look amazing for the show, even though the camera quality is awful. But let's go back to this. Who is the worst person you've made a video with?
Tell me someone that you've like done a video with that you've hated. Yeah, but you don't know. You don't have to though.
Yeah.
But I mean, first.
Look at that. He's giving him the out as well, Deji. That's not what a talk show host should do. We're on YouTube. We don't need to give that much of a shit, mate. But you don't need to answer it, you know. Just in case you don't want the TikToker clippers to come after you.
You've hated. Yeah, but
I've seen one clip about this part, by the way, and it's amazing. So look at this.
You don't have to though.
Yeah.
But I mean, first show, controversy. It'll be amazing.
Let's
before we get into the answer, by the way, Deji is doing it professionally. He's saying controversy. He wants the controversy. That's a different approach to what Chunkz did, because he was going on his first podcast and go, the way I deal with negativity is I just, you know, log off. I just get off the internet. And is that what he did with the Chunkz Show? Guaranteed, because remember, Chunkz is a guy who said, you know, we're gonna say all this. Listen to the answer, okay?
That you've like done a video with that you've hated. Yeah, but you don't know. You don't have to though.
Yeah.
But I mean, first show, controversy, it'll be amazing.
Let's throw Chunkz in there.
Oh.
Yeah, Chunkz. I went on Chunkz' podcast 2 weeks ago. It was boring. I'm doing all I can to bring it down. So if you're subscribed to the Chunkz...
Don't worry, we were doing that first, Specs. You're not the first guy to do it. I was doing it for five months, pretty much. So listen to that. Chunkz is getting attacked by his friend Specs for his podcast because Specs had to sit there while Chunkz went on for 2 minutes in the intro talking about the KSI drama. Even though Specs didn't know what was happening at the time, he just had to babble on and be like, yeah, you know, the TikTokers, they're going against me. They're all taken out of context. That's what Chunkz would literally do. He would use whatever excuse to not blame himself, pretty much. And Specs is thinking, this guy's a bit of a shithead. He had to sit there silently, and then at the end, he just had to go, skirt the, or some shit like that.
Chunkz Show, unsubscribe.
He said some roadman slang, but let's listen back to this.
Hey, Chunkz. I went on Chunkz' podcast 2 weeks ago. It was boring. I'm doing all I can to bring it down.
How fun is it, by the way, if this guy's joking? That's literally what we said, and I was correct. I said the podcast that Chunkz would do would end. I was correct. He's going to be struggling to do the Chunkz show. He will be critting like growing pains. This ain't going to last long for Chunkz. The fact it lasted not even that long. It lasted like 2 months. He quit after 2 months. That's insane. Growing Pains had more of a fucking time spree than the Chunkz show. Imagine that. And yet, Growing Pains was fucking awful. They always got attacked left, right and centre. And Chunkz, he just gets attacked from the left. He gets attacked from the right. And then he has to quit. Even though he said it took him 8 months just to return to podcasting. 2 months later from the podcast, he's quit. Yeah, 8 months. What were you doing for that 8 months? What, trying to set out the table? Where should we put the logo on the table? That looks presentable. That looks amazing. I bet they'll like it. And it's fun how I had the same criticism about this table. And then for the last episode of the Chunkz Show, the show where he said, oh, we're going to have a hiatus for a month. It's been 2 months. He hasn't returned. He's never coming back. But in that episode, he said, we're going to be changing up the shirt. We're going to be changing up the table because my dad said it looked awful. Bro, can I get your dad's phone number? Me and him are very alike. We know what shit about this podcast. How do you not know at 4 million subscribers? Let's see the second camera.
With the Chunkz.
Look at how fucking terrible this setup is. This is the podcast, okay? We've just made a round table, which is something that costs 70 fucking quid on Amazon, by the way. 70 quid on Amazon to find this. The chair's probably plastic. It's probably 40 quid on Amazon. It's even shitter quality than the table.
I think the next time I jump back on this podcast, we'll have a different set. I want to just change it up a little bit. My dad keeps cussing me. My dad keeps cussing me about this table. He doesn't like this table.
You should slightly adjust the set every season.
Maybe I need help you. Maybe I need to make my own production company for these people because they don't fucking know what they're doing. They just go for the easy route and yet they still fucking struggle with it.
Yeah, Chunkz. I went on Chunkz' podcast 2 weeks ago. It was boring. I'm doing all I can to bring it down. So if you're subscribed to the Chunkz Show, unsubscribe. That's what you wanted.
Yep. Unsubscribe. You shouldn't be subscribing on your Spotify. You should be subscribing on your Podbean. You shouldn't be subscribing on your Apple Podcasts to the Chunkz Show. And if you're still subscribed to that, there's a bit of an issue with you. You're not going to be expecting another episode for another month or 2. Maybe another 8 months. Who knows?
So, unsubscribe. That's what you wanted.
See, Philly helped him.
Is this serious?
Of course, you asked me a question.
See, me and Deji are alike right now. We're just thinking, is this serious, Specs? I'm taking it serious because this is literally what we said.
Is this serious?
Of course, you asked me a question, of course. Chunkz, if you're watching, I don't...
This should be serious, by the way, because who, ever since Chunkz has quit his podcast, who's gone, I'm missing the Chunkz Show. I miss listening to that. When are you going to return? He's never going to return. I've never heard one person say that the Chunkz Show was actually good and I can't wait for it to come back and return. Nobody said that within the last month of it being gone.
Serious?
Of course, you asked me a question, of course. Chunkz, if you're watching, I don't care how you feel. That's my opinion.
Uh-oh.
I'm Snoop Dogg.
Damn.
You Snoop Dogg. He's like part of West Side Anthem or some shit.
All right, hey, you know what? We got our first clip. Come on. All right. Okay, so obviously.
I love how Specs is laughing right after. He's just like, you know, he's meaning that. He has like a bit of laughter in it because it's funny to say. But at the same time, he's probably expecting Chunkz to send him a DM. Why did you say that on the Deji Show? Why are you giving him clips?
Obviously, you were on the side, men inside.
That's
okay,
right.
that's cool and all. So we've got another timestamp for Chunkz, and this shows a lot about Chunkz, okay, with this, because this is pretty similar to the podcast that he did and how long it went. So we've got another clip for you, and this one's even better. This one's amazing.
It lasted 2 weeks.
Oh wow, we were just quickly in there, you know.
Because when I watch them, especially when they interact with famous people, they just say hi and bye, and that's it. So I'm not entertained.
Bye.
All right, okay, who's the worst streamer then?
The worst streamer ever would have to be
Listen to this. Listen to
Chunkz.
it.
So I'm not entertained.
All right, okay, who's the worst streamer then?
The worst streamer ever would have to be Chunkz. That's
See, even Deji's laughing about that. So Specs are saying Chunkz is the worst streamer. He is. There was no one good clip from a stream of Chunkz. There was nothing from it.
That's why Chunkz, well, he tried. That's why Chunkz' streaming career lasted 2 weeks.
Chunkz had a... Why is Deji laughing, by the way? He was streaming for like a month and gave up instantly. But Chunkz, he had a whole streaming setup for this. And then he instantly quit it after 2 weeks. Why is it? What? Was the chat not alive? Did no one like what you were doing? What happened, Chunkz? Why not? Or is it just the fact, I'm getting bored of streaming, you know, all the clip farming. That's a shame. Maybe it's because, Chunkz, you're not that fucking entertaining by yourself. Maybe you have to get other people just to make you sound interesting. It takes 4 to 5 people, debater squad, just to make you seem good and seem funny. You are not funny. You are shallow as shit, and your podcast show that.
That's why Chunkz...
You're not anything that's entertaining at all, and there's not one good clip.
Well, he tried.
Unless it's years ago where you're slapping that fucking bald guy across the head. That clip's good.
That's why
You had to be a character for that. You have to be a character just to seem funny. Get the fuck out of here.
Chunkz' streaming career lasted 2 weeks.
So, all right, where's this hatred of Chunkz coming from?
Oh, there's no hatred for Chunkz.
From me. From me.
Chunkz just knows he signed this contract. There's 1 year of slaying Chunkz. 1 year. He knows why.
Yeah, I also signed that contract. We started this back in June. So we've got another 9 months just to piss off Chunkz. And I know he's watching. Hi, Chunkz. How's the BT internet going? Have you got a guy to fix that? Are you no longer begging to your 4 million followers just to find a guy to fix your internet for the BT? What's your TV like? Is it a 4x3?
Are we allowed to get insight on why or no?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But Chunkz knows for 1 year I'm gonna slay.
Chunkz, have you changed the microphone from a short SM7B to what is it? An Electro Voice RE20, the Alex Jones microphone? Because Shaw is part of Israel and you don't like that.
Are we gonna find that like out on your channel?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
We're gonna find it here, by the way.
Are we allowed to get insight on why or no?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But Chunkz knows for 1 year I'm gonna slay him.
Are we gonna find that like out on your channel?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, you will.
All
Yes. You will do.
All right, you know what? I'm excited for that. Okay, so now what happened?
Oh, where's my favourite part? Watch this, look. I don't know if I talked over this part, but we need to replay this. This is amazing.
The worst streamer ever would have to be Chunkz. That's why Chunkz... Well, he tried. That's why Chunkz' streaming career lasted 2 weeks.
So, all right, where's...
He only did it for 2 weeks and Incy gave up. It's just like the podcast. He did it for 2 months and Incy gave up. Even though he says he's on a hiatus. Ah, you're on a hiatus for a month with the Beta Squad in Asia. It's been 2 months, what? Have you been kidnapped? No, you're still in the UK. What are you trying to do? Fix the setup? You're going to try and fix the lightings? You're going to see if you can add some more LED lights? What are you going to do? Is that what you're going to try?
This hatred
What
of...
is Chunkz' Twitch, by the way? I need to figure this out. What is Chunkz' Twitch? I would love to know. Look at this first search, by the way. I instantly knew. I knew. Of course, I was looking for Chunkz with the real Mike Dean and Kanye. But look at this. Let's see. There is no... I wonder fucking why. You know, we're going to find something. Twitch tracker. Come on. We've got this in the bag. We're going to find out what Chunkz was like on Twitch. We're going to find this out. Oh, is that really his Twitch? Is that really his profile picture? And you thought, yep, that's the real Chunkz right here. That's Chunkz. An Instagram photo with a backdrop. We decided to add blue behind it just to make it look cool. Is that what you're going to show off with the real Chunkz Twitch channel? Okay. Total hour stream 24. He only did a day. What a dickhead. How about you go live playing Mario for 7 hours? You can't do that. I did. Oh, he did. He did 6 hours. But here's the thing. It's Beta Squad Day 2. They were all streaming at the same time. So it took him 5 guys to stream at the same time to make him seem interesting and someone who we should watch live. So that's nice. Nice to know, Chunkz. And within it 2 years of not streaming, he was losing followers. The average viewers was 2,500. Who was listening to that? Who was watching that? Can we get an archive of the streams? I'd love to know what they look like. Is there streams here? Oh, he didn't even do it for 2 weeks. He did it for only... Oh, no, maybe he did. Oh, he did. He did it for 2 weeks. He only did 3 streams and then he gave up. What a cockhead. What is this? Beta Squad Live. Yeah, that's amazing. Couldn't even fix the titles for these, by the way. Couldn't do that. Can we get a clip or something of the streams? I need to see... Oh, look at it. Oh, my God. Is this what you think is a real Twitch streamer? Trying to look like fucking Sam Ham? The guy who fixes Danny Allen's set for him? What the fuck is this? Nice low profile mic stand, by the way. What is that? The most expensive one? The Elgato one. I had one for 50 quid and it broke. Lucky you. Nice Israel microphone, by the way. Nice Astro A50s. Nice shithole setup. That's awful. Is that what you call a streaming setup? Is it? What is this shit? Oh, and look at that. He's still trying to get more people. And darkest man right there, he's just thinking, yeah, why the fuck am I on here? Why am I on the real Chunkz stream? Why do I have to be there? Can I go to Nico or Milana? Look at this shit right here. And look at Chunkz. He even looks depressed trying to stream. He doesn't have enough subs. Following is free. What a sick Twitch. Sick Twitch, okay? Amazing chat. We love it. Let's see what this clip is. Let's see what the Chunkz... Let's see what the Chunkz stream is like.
I love that guy.
Send this to KSI Nat right now. We're gonna do a link up. That's my brother. He's like a prettier AJ.
Love that.
Oh, how funny is that? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, KSI Nat, can I please get a stream? He's just sucking the dick of KSI Nat. What are you trying to get? What? Another 10k followers added? Huh? Yeah, look at you struggle. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this fucking idiot. He's... How can I read this donation and make it seem interesting? KSI Nat, can I suck your dick a bit, please? Look at this.
Send this to KSI
Okay, you Somalian cunt.
Nat right now.
Is Deji Somalian? Are you going to be happy with him because he put that on the Deji Show about you being shit?
We're gonna do a link up. That's my brother. He's like
Yeah, we're going to do a whole link up.
a prettier AJ.
Love that guy.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, he's a prettier AJ. Yeah.
Okay, so that just shows a lot about what the Chunkz streams are like. Chunkz is on Twitch, baby. Amazing Twitch clip. Let's see how much energy he has. This is probably going to be more energy than the Chunkz Show, and that's a problem.
Hey,
Let's
what
listen.
should I do? Like, what do we do on Twitch?
Oh, what the fuck is that? You go live streaming. What do we do on Twitch? How about you just speak to the chat? How about you be entertaining? How about you play FIFA 25, FC 25, sorry. We have to get the pronouns right. How about you do something that's actually fucking good?
Do we talk? Do we have fun?
Yeah, where's all the fun? He clearly had so much fun, he gave up.
Mohammed 1708, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brother.
What the fuck Duolingo was that?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, my brother. Thank you so much for the subscription. All right, so guys, like I said, I'm new to Twitch. I don't know how this works. I just know.
Oh my god, I just know how to, put the stream key in settings for stream on OBS and just click start streaming. Look, right here. Look at this. Here's my OBS right here. Look. He knows how to just click start streaming. Pretty easy. Daz Black got my Twitch account banned, and you know what? Maybe it's a good thing because I'm tired of seeing these fucking gimps on Twitch.
That I'm going to be speaking.
I only have Kick now. Lucky me.
I'm new to Twitch. I don't know how this works. I just know that I'm going to be speaking to. Can you just stop with this? I want to speak.
How about you just speak and stop trying to clip farm? That's gay. Imagine doing that. And just a noise happens and he just has to go, can you please stop? Like, one sec. So, imagine, right, I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know why we're recording.
100%.
Yo, can you not speak? That's insane. Look at this. The chat is overreacting. They're not letting me speak. What a gimp.
No, don't stop. Keep going. Now we have another subscription. Thank you so much, Tommy Fever 23.
Nope, yep, and he's struggling pretty much, yeah. So there we go.
Chunkz coming.
Oh, there's no hatred for Chunkz.
There it
Chunkz
is.
just knows he signed this contract. There's 1 year of slaying Chunkz. 1 year. He knows why.
Are we allowed to get insight on why or no?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But Chunkz knows for 1 year I'm gonna slay him.
Are we gonna find that out on your channel?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, you will.
All
do.
right.
You will do.
All right. You know what? I'm excited for that.
So,
okay. So now
I bet Deji can't wait to wear the period pad suit again and make fun of Chunkz. But there's our boy Specs Gonzalez going after the Chunkz Show for what he had to deal with on the Chunkz Show. And Chunkz, you shouldn't come back to streaming. You shouldn't come back to being a podcaster. Specs has fucking owned you, even if he's being satirical or not. It's everything we've been saying for the last few months. And it's a good thing that everyone finally caught up to Chunkz. I was the only guy saying it. And now everyone else does. How fucking amazing is that? Thank you. I want my flowers now.